Okay, Justin, if you just arrived, just... Okay. Okay, Justin, if you just arrived, just... Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here. What's up?
No worries.
All right.
Okay.
Testing. 1, 2, 12.
Yeah. Okay, let me make sure that the sound is good.
Testing. 1, 2, 12.
You're a bit low on the sound, but it's fine actually. We got it to work. Hey guys, so we have a... You're a bit low on the sound, but it's fine.
Testing.
Yes. So we have a special guest, Justin Noel from Justin at backgammonuniversity.com. Is it your main website?
All right.
I can hear myself.
Now just fine. Sorry.
No
I just
worries.
wanted to check the stream, and I can hear myself and I can hear you, so good.
Yeah, but I can hear myself as well. So
Okay,
if
cool.
you could, but maybe you could solve that with your system because I can hear. Maybe you have turned on both of the...
Yeah, no, I was just checking the live stream to see
Okay.
if we could be heard, and we can. So there was a feedback loop for a second.
Okay.
And there's Mochy watching it on his phone as well. This is like in the movie Inception.
Yeah. Cool. So
All
yeah,
right, good match.
good match. 3-4. I'm gonna play down both of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a matter of style, this particular opening play. There's not much difference between them. I play 2 down generally. A lot of people split with the 3 and play the 4 down, but apparently Peter hasn't
Was it?
rolled yet. So now we've
Oh,
got a
okay.
different number,
Yeah.
6-3.
I thought that was the rule.
And Mochy rolling the
Success.
boxes.
I think you can
This is my
turn
favorite
off
reply, of course.
one of your microphone, Justin.
What was that?
You can turn off one of your microphones.
One of them?
Yes.
I didn't know both of them were on.
Yeah, I think so because I can hear a double voice from you.
Interesting. Should I turn off the Zoom one or the Skype one?
I think the Skype one.
Okay, let me try. All right, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Let
I
me
turned
see
off the Skype one.
if this works on the stream as well.
All right, the 2 enters, and of course the ace hits. Cube saver, potentially, who knows? How is everyone doing out there in the chat today? I'm going to keep an eye on that as well.
Oh, what was the play with the last one? The 6-3? Was it 3-2-1? The last row? Yes. 5-2.
Double ones, okay. This is a great shot. And we've got one more to play. I'd probably just play 8-7. Stepping up doesn't really help much. You want to use your 6s to get out.
Oh, I missed one of them.
Yeah, I mean, this seems totally reasonable. The only other play would
do
be
you
to
see
like
do you see my
slot in your home
my
board, which doesn't really seem useful. In 5-4 here, I would just make the 3-point.
Justin? Do you see my?
I like that.
Do you see
What
this? Do you see the XG? I made the
yeah, I
wrong
can see
move.
it, but I'm not really looking at it. And plus, like, you would have to click on move in order for me to see the moves, you know?
Yeah, but I messed it up somewhere. Okay, 5-1.
5-2 hits. 4-3, and we've got a cube. Pretty sure. Don't know why not. Mochy wants to do it slow. Convince the guy he was really thinking about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But he's up 21 pips in the race. White has 4 guys back. Mochy has the bar made. Not really sure about the take pass decision here. He ends up passing, which totally seems reasonable. So what was the double error that Mochy had in that game? Did he miss a cube at some point?
Yeah, it was too good.
It was too good in that spot.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, then the pass is for sure.
Yeah. 2-1, 6-2. I'm still thinking
6-2 is
about.
just supposed to split. 6-3, I think, is the only one that runs all the way, except for 6-4 and 6-5, of course. 5-3. I feel like Mochy knows these replies, so we'll just take his lead. Double fours is a great shot. It's going to hit, and I'd probably end up making the 9-point.
Let me check the sound real quick.
The 2s are duplicated to hit here and hit on the 4-point. There's a blot on the 1-point. I feel like just making structures generally the best thing to do. But leaving another blot is something I probably wouldn't do over making the 9.
It was too good. Okay.
5-3 hits, of course.
Okay, everything's perfect now. 5-3.
Anything else would upset my mother. Double 2s, okay.
Double 2s.
We're just going to anchor. It's doing this out of order. We anchor first, then we make the 11.
Mm-hmm. And the last deuce is
Looks
also
strong.
3-2.
Well, I think 3-2 should hit. And just lift to the 8, probably. Nothing complicated really happening yet. Just come out.
So what's the race? 6-1. I think Mochy should just come out. The hit doesn't really gain a whole bunch. And there's a blot on the 1, so you hit the guy, you might not even get away with it.
Okay, thanks guys. If the sound is also like right now, I think the sound is perfect. Okay, 5-4. Yep. So Justin, do you know Peter?
Cover the 1 point. I know the name, but I don't know him personally.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a blot on the 1, the objective, of course, is just to cover the 1. This is a fantastic number.
Wow, comes
okay.
out.
Do we just come around, or do we make the 1? Well, this is step 1 for sure. And then I think I'm going to make the 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a super stack there, and I don't see why I wouldn't want to unload it on the guy. 4-3. Yep, we'll just slot the board. And what's the difference in the race now? Is it like 13 or 14 pips? 14? I mean, the take seems pretty easy, so maybe we don't double this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6-2 hits. And... Okay. Mochy just comes around the board to the 5 point. And then we have a new favorite. Maybe not, but at least it's close.
Yeah, it's close.
Oh, he's still down in the race 5 pips after this. Maybe this is why he's looking at it, but I don't think you can really do anything else besides this.
Mm-hmm.
You've still got good contact from like the point on the 17, you know, so it's not like the white checkers just get to come home. And you stop him from attacking you, which is good, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Hussein, but I don't like getting attacked. Do you like getting attacked?
No, of course.
No, I'm not a fan.
Just, go in a racing game. You have better chance in race
than in the contact area because you're not down that much. And
there's some gammons as well.
I think also the problem is his position just isn't very flexible afterwards either. So like he might just make the 3 point and then he might like need to come out next roll. Right. And he might be leaving a shot somewhere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I feel about leaving shots.
Yeah. How is it?
I don't love it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's gotta be simple. 5-4. He needs to also keep the game simple. Go to the deuce.
And what's the play here? We just slot the 2 point, call it a day?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, nothing complicated needs to happen here. We don't have to like outsmart ourselves by giving 4s and 1s to a guy just because the 4s and 1s are duplicated, but it's cute, you know? It's definitely cute.
Right now, he has better reason to keep the game without contact.
Yeah. 6-5 for Mochy, okay. So when the guy's got 2 blots in his board, we look for tactics. This, of course, is the normal play.
Five, 3 also goes. Can he? Oh, he needs to clear the 16.
Clearing the 16 point and just leaving a 3 now that there's 2 blots in Mochy's board.
Yeah.
This would be like the first thing I would look at. You know, 2 blots in the board is like one of the reasons why we would start looking for tactics, right? You've got your long-term strategy, and sometimes tactical opportunities present themselves, and you just go, okay, maybe I can do something a little bigger now that I normally wouldn't consider.
Right.
So just play 2 down.
And he has a bunch of checkers to play from. 11 and 13.
He can't get it by.
Yeah.
Okay, he gets another blocking point.
But does he need it?
Gets to make it.
Yeah, he needs it actually. He still needs it. The
Yeah, I
blocking
mean, he could
point.
have slotted the 5, but maybe it's better to cover it. 6-5. Okay.
6-5. I would
Yeah, I
have
mean, that's
played from
interesting.
11.
Maybe it's better to clear the 11 point, actually, just because your position is stripped.
And you're going to be
And,
ahead 8
next shake,
pips.
you'd leave a shot with, like, some 6s, which clearly, would not be good. And it's not like he is necessarily looking for the contact. He's just trying to not be contacted.
Yeah, exactly.
Five, 4. Okay. Whew. Yeah, this seems reasonable. I like this. Mainly because we keep the 6 on the outside. So next time we roll a 6, we won't be leaving a shot. Maybe we can get Mochy to leave a shot first. Or not. Or not. Okay, so Mochy's up 12 pips now.
Yep.
White needs to roll something good. This is good. 6-3, 2 down. Seems like a good play. Mochy's up, what? 3? 6? What's the race?
The race is, yeah, 6 pips.
Okay, he rolls double 3s again.
You can see the race, right?
Yeah, but maybe it's a little slow. Or it's only changing when you have completed the roll or the play,
I see. 3-1. 3-1. Yeah, I try to analyze instantly. So this is the round 4 of the round 3 of the fighters bracket. We have Justin Noel. I've said it.
So what's the race here? He's up 2 pips?
Yeah, he's up 2 pips. Yeah, but he has one crossover, and his opponent 2 crossovers, and his opponent has a wastage on the ace. Can we count that?
I think that's the biggest part of it is the wastage on the ace. I don't think the crossovers really figure into much, to be honest. I don't know if people are like, crossovers, but definitely there's a deficiency with that extra checker on the ace point, depending on kind of what formula you use and look at. We would penalize that like as much as 2 pips, right? Just for that extra checker there.
Right.
And it is a very short race, so 2 pips is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's also the point, sure.
I think Mochy will cube this, even though I see his dice cup shaking.
Yeah.
But there was an interesting race decision on Mochy's part the other day as well, where he was being redoubled against, what was it, Kentaro Meho and
exactly.
round 1 of this tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I came in and out of that match, but somebody told me there was like 8 minutes spent on like a redoubling decision. So it's like,
and it was
super, super interesting stuff. I mean,
but the position was
my fair share of
probably simple
mistakes in positions that should be solved by me now,
Yeah, but the position wasn't that complicated. That was the.
It's interesting because on paper, if you just look at the raw numbers, I think Mochy was up in the pip count in that position, but it was still a pass. So anytime that's the case, things can be funny for sure. So you look at a race, you do the rule of 62, you realize what your point of last take is, you see that you're only up 2 pips, you do your adjustments, we do one of these. I'm not sure. And then all of a sudden we blow past our market,
Yeah, like this one. This was, I think Mochy realized that he missed the market on the last roll.
Yeah, of course, you know. You just came in, took a guy off, and that was it.
It's a pass, yeah.
Or 3-2 down. So white is trailing. So this is definitely the best opening play when trailing. This style of play is designed to like win more gammons. And when you're trailing, that's something you want to do. The splitting plays tend to win more games. 6-2, 2 down.
Less gammons, okay. The splitting play. For one, what would you think in this situation? Yeah, he's playing sharp. Peter is playing sharp so far.
For 1, of course, looks good. Just making the 7 point. And
okay, he didn't make the play. I thought Peter is
well, he
thinking
could
about.
double hit, but I mean, I like making permanent structure. Just feels better to me. I mean, tactically, there is of course upside to the double hit because you don't necessarily want white to roll, but you know, I just don't like. Is this the play? I would have a hard time not making the 20-point anchor and just playing 13-7.
Yeah. This seems to be the play, yep.
You know, I like to make permanent assets as like a default, right? Okay, I go, okay, what's the most important part of this position? Making the 20-point, right? And then I go, okay, well, now that I've done that, what is the only other logical 6 I can play?
Right. Yeah, that's a
And
great way to look at
13-7.
it.
And I know he's trying to avoid it, but if the guy just rolls like 3-1 here, you kind of feel like you just messed up, right? If the guy rolls 4-2, you feel like you just kind of messed up.
Yeah.
And if you just make the 20 and play 13-7, like if he doesn't roll a 6, your position is just, you know, the game's probably over, basically, on the very next roll, right?
Like one of these rolls. 5-2.
5-2 is a flunker, you know, you probably have yourself a good cube. I mean, you still might, but probably don't. So one thing I learned from like Dirk's book on to hit or not to hit, because I see Mochy contemplating the ace point hit, is that when you have the bar made, you generally don't hit on the ace point as like a matter of fact, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the bar point made, you have a 5 to kind of play. You just don't, essentially, when you have the bar point made. So anytime you're in some of these positions and you feel like maybe it's now the time to hit on the 1 point when you have the bar point made with that 5, apparently you don't. Because when you have the bar made, you really prefer the guy to stay on the 1 point, don't you?
Right. That's super cool stuff.
Yeah, you can thank Dirk for that one. You know?
Yeah. And isn't it the position for Mochy kind of, if it's gonna be a winning game for Mochy, it's gonna be a racing? Yeah, maybe racing or priming your opponent. So hitting is not in that game plan, in those game plans.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why he hit on the 1 point, right? Because he's afraid of Dirk. I mean, not Dirk. Sorry, Peter. Peter rolling, right? Because all of his numbers end up being like quite good. But I don't know. It's just a thing, you know. Apparently,
right.
And if you would have shown me this position, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, I might have had a different opinion on it. But because of Dirk's book, I now have this opinion on it.
Wow.
Right?
That's super cool.
And it's just another one of these pattern recognition things to kind of look out for in these sort of situations. Do I have the bar point made? Yes. Should I be hitting then on the the 1 point, I would say, you know, I can't say 100% of the time, but 99%, 98% of the time, probably not.
Right. For 2, it's too scary to come to the 21 point, but he has to. And 6-4.
Yeah. I'll cover the 1 for sure.
The cube is coming. Right? He has flexibility with the last checkers. He has some indirect shots on the 14 point. And he has some attacks on the deuce point. Yep, it's a 1.5% cube. %2 on the plus plus.
Wait, what happened here? Hold on, go back.
This is the
just
position.
Cover the. He can cover the 3 point though, no?
I
mean,
think
this
the
is
attack
interesting
makes
for
sense.
I mean, it does. I agree.
Oh,
But I would have a hard time not
no, you are
covering it,
right.
though I see he can just roll, but like, why wouldn't we just make a 4-point board, you know?
Right. That was a inaccurate play. Oh, he hasn't made it yet. 2-1, yeah. I was thinking if he runs out with 5-2, 5-3, something, not even double fives. But there's some time that Peter misses, right? But the thing is, there's a lot of indirect shots as well from the 23 and 22 point.
So he rolled a 6-4 now, Mochy. Yeah? So we just make the point. Of course, we have the 1 point made. Hitting here is good because it might give us the time to escape. 3-4. 4-3 doesn't go anywhere. This just goes to the 6 point.
Okay, so let's talk about the last position, the 2-1. So do you think the XG is thinking that, okay, make something that you can double the next row with the most numbers? Because he already had a double there.
Okay. I mean, I just don't see why I wouldn't cover the blot in my board. You know?
Okay.
I'm not thinking anything complicated about this position. I just don't know why I'm not covering the blot in my board. You know, it's like how bad can my position be if I've got a 4-point board and a broken 5 prime in front of the guy, right? Like, and also, what am I waiting for here when it comes to, you know, turning these cubes? Like, obviously, your position is like quite good. I think, you know, it's just who's up in the race. What's the race here?
It's let me just go back.
Because it's showing, I believe, the same pip count on both sides right now.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the last one. Okay, this is not correct. Of course, comes to this point. Hits 1-4.
Okay, this just has to go to the 1 point, and Mochy will be given a cube right now. And he probably should have been given a cube a while ago. So I don't know whose pip count is whose.
Yeah, just I'm just getting
You're just
there.
fixing the XG transcription.
Yeah. 5-2 and 5-1. That's it. Sorry. So this is a cube. he missed two
A
doubles,
double
two
and
cubes.
pass, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the big cubes that he missed. Wow, these are big.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
At this position and then this position. And this was
I think if
probably
you know, I don't know whose race is whose, but I feel like if you're looking at that a bit too much, you're missing the position, you know, or like when Mochy rolls that silly 5-1 that kind of just goes over his head, he shot past his market by a mile. So
yeah,
like you don't get winning games all the time. So when you get them, you need to maximize how much you can win in those games, right? So
right.
just winning one against Mochy when you have that position isn't good enough.
Mm-hmm. Right. And also you are down in the score. Should
Yes.
be more aggressive.
I would just make the 3-point here. Because I like making points. Making points is good. I think, you know, making points is good in general.
Four, six. Makes the deuce. There's a question for you, Justin.
Yes, what's the question?
I don't exactly know, but I'm gonna look at it later. I don't want to miss the match here because if I
Okay, well then
miss,
don't ask me the question.
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
up with the
sorry,
transcription,
sorry,
Hussein.
yeah. So this is a 2-6 because if I miss it, I'm not gonna be able to go back.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. 3-1. Wow. He made a blunder with the double threes. 3-2. Comes in, slots the
And
3.
what is the race? Oh, we don't have the race yet, yeah?
No, we have it.
It's the same on both sides, though. If you look at the top and bottom,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's what I was telling you before, is that it's the same on both sides.
Okay, that's a bug. And I need to fix it. These are the stuff that happens. Both of them are Mochis. Pip counts.
4-1's a misser. So we'll make the point and slot the 5. And what is the race here? Mochi's down 26 pips. There are some gammons here. You can hit on the 2-point and the guy could fan. Probably have some market loss here with the race being what it is. And black's board isn't great, so even if you hit the guy and he hits back, you might just win a gammon because of it. I would probably give this. Because if Mochy doesn't hit back here, this is a market loss for sure. Oh, 1-6, come in and out. What a great number. Who cares? So let's not double, you know?
Yeah,
Was
it
just
was a big
even
double.
again. Oh, that lost the market. Look at that. Even after his best sequence for Mochy, this game is over.
Mm-hmm.
Double and pass. Hello, Tutor in the chat. Nice to see you. Omar, nice to see you as well in the chat. Chase, Andrew. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing the like button and subscribing to Mochy's channel, that would be great.
That would be
Feel free to
amazing.
hop over to Justin Plays BG as well if you want to subscribe there. Huh?
6-3, yep.
6-3 split, 5-3 just makes the 3-point. Five, 4, I think just goes to the. Oh, wow. Are we going to the 9 or are we just stepping up? I think we're going to go to the 9. I don't mind this play. I mind it now. I've changed my mind. I don't love it.
What was the roll? 3-5 or 2-6?
I believe it was 6-2. And now this is 4-6. And now 3-6, just yeah. And then we just played. I would play down, but that's just me. Mochy plays out because he's Mochy, of course. It's probably better.
Yep.
5-2 is like one of the worst rolls from the roof.
Thanks to Tudor and Amir. Thank you. 5-2. Slots the 4. And you see both.
I think Mochy's just has he hit the clock? Yeah, so Mochy's just looking at the race. He's up by a bunch, but he doesn't really have much yet. This game's going to be quite tricky to bring home. I think this would double hit, possibly, is my play. Hitting on the 4 and the 1 point when he has the blot in his board. I think stacking everything up on the 13 point makes my stomach a little ill. Oh, the double tiger
Double
play
tiger.
Like this.
My
Wow.
favorite play.
I was looking at the other one. I did not even see this one.
That's the best play.
Of course it is. But look, my play's tied. Come on. Plus
yeah.
it. Come on.
Yeah,
Prove
yeah.
me right, Hussein. Prove me right, Hussein.
It's up to.
I mean,
plus.
A guy who's pretty aggressive, you know, but me,
Yeah.
even me leaving like, I don't know, 5 blots around the board makes me sick a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Here I'm only playing with 3. This makes me feel better, even though the long-term prospects, if I get away with it, aren't as great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think the upside of this is that like White can just roll a 5 and then they're in the game forever and can just anchor, yeah?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Whereas with Mochy's play, the double tiger, if you get missed and the guy rolls an ace or whatever, like ace 6, it's just like game over.
Mm-hmm.
Seven away. Okay, so if I were in a 7-point match, up 33, okay. So there's only 8 in the zone with 2 points made, and you've got a ton of stuff in the outfield. I think this is a super easy take. Wow, 6-1. What are you going to do here besides just make the 1 point? Is that a play?
Wow, look at this.
Gosh, making the 1 doesn't seem great. What else can we do? Put 2 on the roof?
Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's funny that like my first instinct was to make Mochy's play, of course.
Oh, and look at this. Oh my goodness. He comes in. It's 2
well,
checkers.
I guess you hit the other guy, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
what
could be better?
Yeah, it's pretty good roll.
That was amazing.
But that 6-1 was difficult, you know. You kind of want to make the 1 because the guy's on the roof, but
right. But adding checkers to the zone was maybe the idea.
Hitting him off of the 5 as well is pretty big using the ace there. Maybe he doesn't care so much about getting hit on the ace as he cares about having the guy not anchor on the 5 point. Maybe he rolls an ace that doesn't hit on the 5 and then he's just doing good, you know? Like you might enter and cover the 5 from the roof.
How about the readable here?
What? Who's on roll? White? Black's
Peter.
on the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure, I love it.
That's crazy.
Mochy does not love it though.
No. But
he's like, get me out of here.
Yeah, the take is too close.
Very close.
Wow.
But Mochy works on
Okay,
those
3%
margins.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like the rest of us mere mortals would be like, well, you know, we could find a way to win this. Mochy's like, there's no way. But he
Yeah.
also has another factor working in his mind in these spots. I think like Victor does stuff like this too, where he goes, you know, like who really is kind of better than me on Earth at backgammon, right? And he's like, if it's a
Right.
close pass, like why am I going to give a guy
Right.
a fairly easy game to play that just might,
Mhm.
you know, give him a gammon, right? Like
Right,
why would
yeah.
I do that?
It's a
When I can
tournament
just
game, yeah.
pass and just continue to play this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
So you know Jorgen
Are we just
Orlovsky?
going for the blitz?
You know Jorgen Orlovsky?
Do I know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I've met him a few times.
Yeah. So he's a good player. But he's more of a tournament player, you know? He doesn't play below 3, but he wins a lot. He knows how to win against.
Oh, you say he makes good adjustments to his players over the board, yeah?
I would say, yeah. So he came to my mind, but there's a lot of people like that.
I couldn't tell if you were insulting the guy or complimenting the guy.
No.
At the beginning of the sentence.
He's a good player, and he knows the answer, and he doesn't play.
Like, what does this mean?
No.
Let's get him in a money game. You know? I was like, what?
No.
I was like, is Hussein complimenting him or sending him to the doghouse? I can't tell.
No, I'm complimenting him because he's a great winner.
Wanted to verify.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so he wins a lot. He won the last merit tournament. So, and he won.
Wow. I mean, this is a very tough double six. I mean, up in the score, of course, you don't mind just like making the advanced anchor, but the double attack seems like really strong here. I think the only thing he's worried about is just Mochy rolling like 5-4 from the roof afterwards and then like having absolutely nothing to really cube with. But I mean, 2 on the roof is 2 on the roof, and that's not bad.
Right.
Some people say 2 on the bar is best by far. I go 2 on the roof is 2 on the roof. Or 2 on the bar is 2 on the bar. Oh, double fours.
Double fours.
He regrets his life choices. And wow, what are we gonna do here? Just make the 9? I don't necessarily know if we want to make the 4 point and leave all those blots in the outfield, right? Or if we just make the 9, look how robust our position is with no liabilities, right?
Right. 5-4.
4-5 just runs.
Goes all the way.
And now black is doing good.
Right. And
okay.
if a blitzing game plan fails, you have a racing game plan only.
Yeah. Well, we don't have the bar point made here. So the ace hit is in the playbook essentially, yeah?
Yep.
So now we're just going to play 9-8. We're not going to be leaving 5-2 and 4-3 as well from the roof for no reason.
2-1.
1-2, because now if like Mochy were to fan, he would be in a really bad spot instead of just a bad spot. Something about those reallys add up sometimes, yeah? Because if he fanned by overplaying this, he would be like in much worse shape with the thought of potentially having 2 more on the roof. 3-2.
2. No, he can't think about the cube. I thought he just paused for a second, but no.
You're allowed to think, just as
Yeah.
long as you don't do it. You know?
Yeah,
Thinking is free. I would probably play 8 to 7 here, just because I have a stack of checkers on my 8 point that needs to be diversified.
Right.
Okay, 4-1, not great. I think I'm just gonna play 6 to 1, even though I hate it.
Close.
I don't love giving shots when
It's
I
also
have both men
close.
escaped, even though I can see how bad going 6 to 1 is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's go. Plus, plus.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, 6 to 1 is the best play by
You know, when you've got
1%.
both guys out,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing you could really think of that's awful is now having one guy back, right?
Right.
I've got no guys back. Now I could have one guy back by doing something different. And that's like a crazy change, you know? It's like going from 0 children to 1 child in your
Mhm.
like your life will never be the same now, right? Now look at this. Left a shot, got hit. Do I like to leave
Right.
shots, Hussein?
No. That was.
No, I don't
But
love leaving shots.
how could you convince
now-
the plus plus?
And now,
That's my question from you. And
what's
now
the question?
the question is, how do you convince the plus plus? I mean, Mochy is playing at the level.
Whoa.
Wow, that was
Scooped it.
yeah. It was a no double by
And
10%.
Mochy is amazing, by the way. I like those sorts of decisions I have to spend some time on. Like checker plays, they sing to me a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But boy, these cubes with being on the roof and 2 more guys exposed, I would have had to have put some thought into that. But Mochy goes instant no double.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Look at this double 5.
Just scoops it. Yeah, no. Why would we just come around? I feel like this is just asking for something to go wrong. Or if we just do this, we're doing good.
Yeah. The way you put it is funny. 3-6.
Yeah. And now we're doing
Okay,
all
he
right.
comes out
Maybe
with.
we make the 5.
Why not this one? Yeah, I would have played
But
the
we
other
don't
one.
make the 5.
I wanted to come out, so if he hits. Oh, he come out.
He plays 2 5s there. That's illegal. There you go. That's legal.
Well-
And okay, he doesn't hit anybody. Okay, so I kind of want to slot the 5. And my question is like, is any part of me coming out with the other 5? I don't know. Maybe I want to make it with the other 4. I mean, yeah, I mean, Mochy finds this play. I would probably just come out with the other 4 and slot the 5. That's like more my style, is like to try to get gammoned. My style involves me getting gammoned a little bit more than Mochy, but like maybe my play wins a bit more games, I think, because
you can see the winning percentage.
you know, it
here.
just goes to start the 5 and plays for a bit more contact. So I think I'll win more games, but Mochy will get gammoned less than me.
Yeah.
But
he might
I don't
make
know.
this
I just
play.
kind of look for the DMP play first, and I just go, well, what play is going to win more games? And then I just tend to go with that, you know? Where Mochy has all of this nuance, and he's trying to find the balance between the best play, winning and losing gammons, which I do as well. But I also go by the maxim, I don't lose a gammon if I win the game. Which is true.
True. Let's see in the plus. What's the difference?
And I like starting the 5 point, you know, 5 points win games. I'm also a little bit worried about, so Mochy's play comes around, right?
Right.
I'm worried, you know, if I stay on the 20 somehow, that the
Mm-hmm.
guy's going to roll like a 1-2 and then I'm just going to fan, you know what I mean? Like, this is basically my life in backgammon. The guy just rolls the perfect number, 1-2, and then I fan for all eternity and lose like a gammon that way. So like coming out for me is for sure. And Mochy's play avoids all of those variations where like the guy rolls 2-6 as well from here.
Mm-hmm.
Or double twos and he gets to hit and cover.
Yeah, the
Right.
2-6 is not good if Mochy doesn't leave any shots.
I agree. And that's why the computer's like
Mm-hmm.
highly considering the other play just because of the gammons, you know,
Right.
on like that particular sequence. But if he doesn't roll that number, I think this play is going to win more games.
Right. Yeah, making the second anchor on the 20, the next ace, would be really nice.
You know, because there's a variation where like Peter rolls 1-6 and he just
Mm-hmm.
goes to make his 5. And now we have a direct shot instead of only hitting him with 7s, right?
Exactly.
And so we're protecting against a variation like that as well.
Right. Which is taking his time on this one.
If you guys haven't yet, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Mochy, oh my God.
Wow.
Ridiculous. Okay, so if you, what are you gonna do? Besides try to save gammon now. Wow. It's pretty strong.
Was it 6-5?
Yeah, 6-5, followed by 4-2 for white. And now black rolls 5-1.
Okay, thanks.
And I guess I would cover. Mochy probably doesn't cover it because of the race, but like, I mean, I would cover. I mean, the problem is you're just not. Wait, is this a thing? Yeah, we're taking it off. Okay. Yeah, seems reasonable.
Oh, a
Mochy
blunder.
is losing a gammon all the time. He doesn't get a shot here and win, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, if he opens the 5 point, Mochi's not gonna be scared of splitting the back checker.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I would have cleared the 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he's like playing against a 6-2, I guess, by doing the other play. But I mean, the thing is, then you're going to have to jump the 6 point over the empty 5 point and the 4 point later on.
Right.
So even though this takes a checker off and might be immediately safer, it might slow you down in the future, and you're going to leave more shots when you try to clear the 6 later.
Mm-hmm.
You'll leave shots with 6-1 and 5-1 and 4-1 and 6-2 and 5-2 and 4-2, right? Which is
Right.
not what you want, you know? And essentially, he's
finds the
going to win a
best play.
gammon every time he doesn't leave a shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you have to be ridiculously aggressive. Natalia in the chat, my Backgammon channel is Justin Noel Plays BG. I do like commentary for a lot of the Backgammon Galaxy events on their page, tournaments around the world and stuff like that.
Yep. Amazing stuff there.
Also have a website, backgammonuniversity.com if you want to go check that out. It's nothing really on there besides a book for sale and just pictures of me looking handsome.
Right. I agree on that. Diceman USA. Yeah, sure. And there's a lot of how can I say, money games. Not money games, actually.
Yeah, there's
We
some
don't-
money games. Mochy's playing money games on my channel against Abe, and
Yeah,
you know, I think like
that's-
the internet's first Chouette video was on my channel
Mhm.
with Abe playing Nebzat and Abe in New York. Oh, here's
Yep,
the 4-1.
Here's the shot.
The game is turning around. Possibly there's 11 numbers here that'll hit this, and since Mochy's a 2-time world champion, the ace always comes. The ace always comes.
This was
And does he need to slot the back
huge.
of the prime, or can he win with the recube? He's got 6 guys off. Maybe we could have just slotted the back.
Wow, he sends it immediately.
Instantly recubes. Okay.
Wow.
Why? I guess it's close.
It's close. It's close, like 3%.
Well, so Mochy must know, obviously, this score very well because he is the best player in the world. So he probably knows off the top of his head that his take point is elevated at the score, whereas like your take point in these situations for money would be around 22%. He must know that the
Right.
take point is elevated, right?
Yeah.
Because for money, this would be a pretty decent, I think, no redouble. If how many does he have off? So there's 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he has only 5 off. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the take is pretty easy because he's not even behind a 6 prime yet, and
Wow,
with
he
5 guys
passes.
off, he's gonna win 22% of the time anyway, even if he is closed out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And he had 29% at this position.
Yeah, because he's not even closed out yet, which means he's gonna win 7% of the time just wiggling around the board, right?
Right.
He might just step up. Mochy hits him loose. He hits back. You know, Mochy, you know, the guy comes out with a 6. So I think that take is pretty easy.
Right.
Just from like a theoretical standpoint. Obviously, in game, everything is much more difficult.
Yeah. He takes a break, understandably.
Well, I will say that if my opponent is going to pass, I also double. I would have missed that opportunity over the board thinking that it was a no double, not realizing that like you could potentially get a pass in a situation like that, yeah?
Right.
I just think it's like pretty well known with 5 guys off, even if you're closed out with perfect distribution. It's well known that with 5 guys off, you're still going to win 22% of the time, yeah?
True.
With 6 guys off, you're going to win 30% of the time still. With 4 guys off, you're going to win 70% of the time. With like 7 guys off, you're going to win 40%. 8 guys off, it's going to be a 50-50 game.
Right.
And like these are kind of numbers that every backgammon player should know. So when they look at a position over the board, I would call these like post-late hit positions. You know where you're at, yeah? You can kind of have the terrain of the battlefield, and you can kind of have the known number and then guesstimate all of the other numbers in between with how the other position looks, right? So
great stuff. Guys, you need to pay for this stuff. Please go check out his YouTube channel. Justin plays backgammon, right?
Justin plays BG, yeah.
Plays
on
BG.
YouTube or whatever, yep.
Yeah. And yeah.
I don't post videos often, but the stuff that's on there is fairly decent, I think. There's games with Mochy, whose channel this is here. And at the end of all of the cash game videos that I have with Mochy, some of them are also on his channel, he breaks down everything that happened in these cash games in the post-game analysis with me.
Right.
The analysis goes on even longer than the cash games themselves. And if you just kind of pick through that as a student of the game, you'll learn a ton there, because I did.
Right.
And now I have a house.
Yeah.
Thank you, Backgammon.
Yeah. But yeah, Justin needs to make more content, says Diceman USA.
Yeah. You know, the hard part for me is getting these XG feeds on there, Hussein. You know that. I mean, I've got the videos with Zinix playing the cash games that I haven't released.
With who?
Zinix, the cash games from a few years ago that I recorded, him playing Abe.
Abe the Snake. Wow. Yeah, that's a great match.
Unlimited games this past year in New York with Abe playing unlimited cash game style games with Akiko Yazawa, 2-time
wow,
world
that's a
champion,
great
when
match.
they're playing heads up against each other in New York
Why
City
don't
as
you...
well. But these would be out if someone could just do the XG feeds for
Oh
me,
my!
you know, because
The thing
I don't
is,
want them released without them.
oh yeah, you're
I
right.
also
Yeah,
don't want to
he's
do them.
talking to me, guys. He's talking to me. Yeah. So let me explain. Because they are playing so fast,
I couldn't keep up with the.
you cannot do that.
The
I can't.
transcription.
I can't either. But I'm telling you, the last time that I did Mochy versus Ape, I slowed down the video by half a
0.5
speed.
something,
Yeah, 0.5, and then did the transcription, and then speeded up the transcription.
Yeah, then when I put it
added-
together, I had to speed it up times
Yeah,
2 in post in order
exactly.
to match it with the thing.
Exactly. So it's craziest
Took a lot
stuff.
of effort.
Yeah. And 4 hours match is gonna take 8 hours to transcribe it. So it's
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it. Akiko versus
here's
Ape.
the thing. I had to. You should see how long it takes to put these together in post and then do all.
I'm gonna do
stuff,
that myself.
And then I have to talk over all of it as well, over and over. And then the second I mess something up or have a joke that's too wild,
no,
start all over again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do all the stuff myself, and I'm gonna send the video because I have a good system. I can just the rendering and the last part is not a big deal for me.
Okay.
The one that makes me just exhausted the most is the transcription. That's really hard.
The transcription is so hard.
But I'm gonna do
one roll. There's dice glare. One time you miss one
exactly.
roll. It's like basically ruined.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm.
All right, I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
I'm gonna need to use bathroom too. I'm wearing Japan's national team. This is a great shirt. Look at this. This is not a sticker. It's like, how do you say? It's tailored. See? And the Japan on the back. This is the best shirt ever. I'm gonna be back in a moment. But these shirts, they don't just give it away. You need to be involved in the team. So I am involved, and they gave me 2. I was showing off my Japanese national team shirt.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. The JBS logo.
Yeah, and the Japan. And these are
I
not.
remember back in the day, before Mochy started releasing his books in English, they were available only in Japan and in Japanese. And I ordered them from the JBS website.
Wow.
And they come, right? Like, I mean, most backgammon books are positions, right? And you can just draw your own conclusions, even though I can't read Japanese. And then I scanned every page of those books and put it into Google Translate Japanese, trying to figure out what
was
he
the book
writing about back then. Huh?
What was the book?
I'll get them. 1 second. I see them over here.
Wow. There's a backgammon nerd right there, guys. I'm telling you. Who would do that? Honestly. But I have done that myself, but with the PDF file. but if you get the paper book and scan it yourself,
Paper book.
that's crazy.
Hold on. Paper book.
Wow. No, the other side. Yeah.
And then we got other ones, yeah.
Yeah. That's super cool.
And other ones.
Wow. 3 books.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I think he has 5. But I scanned them on my copier at home and then uploaded the pictures to Google Drive and then tried to translate
Yes.
them.
Mochi, you can start.
Start now?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Good much. Okay, they're gonna start soon. Wow, that's crazy. سلام جبار جان. مرسی آقا، مرسی دوستان. A6 opening.
Six, 4 runs. And we split. Yeah. 2-2 enters points and
Plays down.
13-11 seems reasonable.
3-1.
3-1.
Cannot slot it.
I would just, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to step up with the back checker again.
Right.
I don't.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would just step up with the back checker again.
Yeah. Because
I
this
don't
is
want the guy on the 11 to get any closer, so.
And your opponent's position is priming position, so you tend to split. Then
It's a
together.
good thing he didn't step up. He would have been hit.
Mm-hmm.
And 6-2
Wow, look at this.
here. Are we just going to attack on the 3? Oh, no, we can make the 11 and hit on the deuce. Yeah, there we go. That's a better play, I think. You know, if we're going to hit, we might as well also make a new point, right? So that just goes down to the idea of just, you know, doing the most important thing first and then finding the other thing to do. So
Right.
making the 11 is a permanent asset, and I guess the 6 just has to hit because there's no other 6 on the board.
Mm-hmm. Mochi looks at
Yeah.
it.
And if you get hit back, right, here's the point. You have the 11 for the rest of the game as long as you need it, right?
Right. Yeah. And if your opponent comes in...
And hitting on the deuce actually gets hit back a lot less as well. Except for this one specific combination, and then we make the 11. Mochi's very happy he didn't make the other play.
3-1.
3-1. Wow.
Could you not make...
I'm just going to make the 5
the
points.
5? Oh.
I know I'm leaving a shot here. Mochi's going to make
Look
this
at
play
this.
because he looked at making the 5 point first.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at the wrong play first.
Wow.
And then makes the best one.
Yeah,
he made
you
my
know.
play. I'm sorry.
You know
sorry,
him.
Mochi. Double 5s. Oh, no. Wow. What a
Wow.
shot. That was sick.
Yeah, so the cube is coming.
5-4 makes the... no, he's not on the roof. Okay, so this is just a
5-4.
double.
He should have come
and
up.
A pass. He should have stepped up with the 4,
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
I don't know why you wouldn't step up. If the guy makes the 5, you're dead anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if he makes it on your header, he just makes it naturally. What does it matter, you know?
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, I know your board is good. What numbers leave a shot? 6-5 is fine. 6-4, I guess, leaves indirects because you probably won't just make the 2. 6-3, 6-1 is of course great. 5-1, you're fine. 5-2, 5-3. Guess 5-4 is a little annoying. It could be. Yeah, I don't mind the pass. But I think it was, yeah, whatever. What are you going to do? To be honest, over the board, I probably would also pass that position, but that's just why I would have stepped up with the 4, because I think you can take a little bit easier there, even though
Right.
you can get pointed on.
Guys, I put you Justin's YouTube channel on the description. So yeah.
The thing is, I think Mochy just didn't step up because he thought that was the most likely play that he could make to not get the cube. I feel like he felt his opponent would be more likely to give him the cube if he stepped up. And maybe he
Yeah.
thought after every variation it was a pass. So what play can I make that maybe I won't get a cube in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would just play 13 to 8 here. If my 8 point is stripped, replenishing the spare on the 8, I think is really good. So what's he thinking about? Is he thinking about doubling my friend Mochy here? Oh, okay. 6-3 makes the 5. Maybe he can think about it next roll, depending on what Mochy rolls.
Definitely.
5-1, okay. You can think about it now.
Right. Is there any way
But not
that...
before. Because he's 4 away,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the question is of like your gammons at a 4 away score. So even though you're leading 4 away, 5 away, this is not fun for Mochy because the gammons win the match, right? So you can definitely cube a bit earlier, but the take is quite clear. 6-3.
6-3.
He runs out.
He runs, and it was a blunder.
5-4 hits
5-4.
back.
3-2.
Should he have
Wow.
just played down? Did he need to run out there?
Yeah, he should have. That was a blunder.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Oh
played it
yeah,
so
yeah.
fast.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm not really looking at the XG feed. I'm just trying to see what I would play over the
Mm-hmm.
board, and I wasn't sure if I should be running. And here comes the recube. Mochy has. Oh, this is a
2-1.
terrible roll.
Terrible roll. Oh, the 3-2.
He's up significantly in the race, so I don't think he needs to hit him. So maybe we just play 6-4 here now and just try to make the board and try to bring this race lead home.
Wow, look at this.
Was he supposed to? Yeah, no, I mean, hitting is crazy, by the way, Hussein.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, this is a double.
Was this a pass? This cube?
No.
It looks like a pass.
It was
Is
a pass. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. You know, you're not even winning the race, are you?
Mm-hmm.
But no, Mochy shouldn't hit here. He should just clean the blot up and play 6-4. I mean, you're just winning the race, right? So, like, you don't need to do anything to jeopardize your life here. White's board is a bit too strong to be bold with. He didn't slot, but I'm sure that's fine. I like slotting because, you know, that gives me some pick and pass numbers as well. Maybe I can hit and make the deuce, right?
What was that
Here
number?
we're just playing 13 to 8 again.
Was it 4-2? 5-1. I need your help.
I can look on the stream.
Yeah. Okay. No, you look at the screen. Look at the screen. I don't want to lose the next one. So.
Yeah.
Okay, 4-2. Yeah.
Six, 5. Guess we're just going to the deuce point. 6-1. this is also fine. 6-5 makes the deuce, I think. Yeah, and then, okay, this is interesting, whether or not we do this or go to the 1. I like coming down, because now if we roll double 4s, we can just point on the guy. Double 3s, we can just point on the guy. I don't see a point in putting a blot on our board right now. We might roll something good. Three, 1, yeah, this is great for Mochy. Double 3s fans. 6-4, I think we just play... Wow, are we playing 2 down, or are we just playing into the 3? If we play into the 3, we only get hit with 4-1 and double 1s. The other play gets hit much more than that, so let's do this. 1-6, okay.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, 4-2. We can't even make
Can't do that.
He can't even make the 4-point with it,
Yeah.
can he?
2 down, 4 to 2 point.
Wow. The 2 down, and then we go to the deuce, right? Is that what you said, Hussein?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that play better. I mean, he would love to make the 4, but like not at the risk of rolling an ace. Yeah.
Right. And you
Yeah, he
have
would have
more.
done it.
Yeah, and you have now more attack on the ace point,
This is true.
which is
4-3 is like the worst.
crazy. Oh, look at this one.
So are we leaving? Yeah. And now the question is, are we doing this, or are we just going to the 5? I think I would go to the 5, even though I can see that 6-4 hits. I just feel like if I do this and I roll 6-4 next time, I roll, you know, like there's just a lot of combinations where I guess 6-4 is going to be bad anyway. Yeah, it will, won't it?
Not as bad.
Oh, that makes this one even tougher. What else am I gaining on because of this?
Yeah, the 6-4 is...
I don't know. I would probably choose this one, but I hate leading shots.
Right.
5-3 misses, but it should just make the deuce point, I think. Or we can make the 7 and go to the 8, which makes a solid 5 prime as well.
Or slot it. Yeah, making the...
Make the deuce.
Yeah, that's the best play, but doesn't matter too much.
Because then we're just one roll away from a 6 prime by just making the 7, right?
Right.
Or
and
you know,
this
or making the 1.
20% winning chances for Peter.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Black's position is awkward, right? Mochy was certainly hoping that he would have an easier time bringing this home, and he might. He might roll something good here, but okay, when you're down 8 million, yeah, Mochy's like, can I pick up the dice now, please, after this play? Can I please pick up the dice now? Yeah, you're done, right?
Whoa!
Oh
he
my
made
gosh,
the play.
he tricked them into doing it.
Oh my goodness.
He tricked them into doing it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do this in money games where I see somebody make a play and I go for the dice like, oh yeah, of course this is the play, you know?
Yeah. And even with the double 5, he's still behind by 12 pips after the roll.
Yeah.
Which makes him to stay.
You should probably stay and just slot the 1.
Can I pick up the dice now? Are you done?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it works against amateur players, right?
No, it works against really good. I mean, Peter's a very, very good player.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just like one of these money game types of things that
right.
We do them to kind of play mind tricks, even though it doesn't. It's not like it works all the time, you know what I mean? And oftentimes, like the other players know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know.
Yeah. It works. Double
But sometimes, you
fours.
know, the other guy goes, "Oh, like he's trying to trick me into thinking this
Yeah.
is the best play," and then
Yeah.
he puts it back and then makes
Yeah,
the
it
other
happened to
play.
me
So like,
just a few years ago. A guy,
yeah,
a German guy, I played him and I played the double three and I run, but it was closed on
Yeah.
the 4 point, I believe. And he was like, good try, but that doesn't work. And I was like, what? What are you talking? It was super speed. And I was so offended from this guy. And I was like, what are you talking about? I wasn't going to cheat you. So it, it's it's a super speed game. I couldn't realize that is closed, and I was so offended from this guy, but I was fine. He was like, good try, but no, this doesn't move." And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
don't make a big deal out of this mistake.
So the score is 1 away, 4 away Crawford. Mochy's match winning chances from this score, I believe, are like 19%.
Yep.
No, I mean, Peter's match winning chances are 19%. Mochy's are 81. Yeah, I said that backwards.
Um, I think so. Mochy played flawless last game.
6-4 just makes the 2 point. All right. So double ones, that's great. Here's this. And should we
8 to
just
the
slot the
5.
7? Maybe
Was too
not.
much.
But I would have thought about it at the score.
Let's see.
Because you know,
5%.
you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get away with it, but maybe it's not worth the risk.
2-6.
Wow, 6-2 here.
Would
Yeah,
hit.
it seems reasonable. Making the 7 also seems reasonable, but I would have a hard time not hitting the guy.
Three, 2.
2, 3. So there's the 2. The 2 hits. And the 3, I would just go to the 13 and just try to clean this one guy up.
Although you make a stack. You're going to make a stack, but not leaving the shot. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave more shots, right?
Right.
I'm like, at what cost am I going to leave that out there?
Mm-hmm.
For him to roll random 1s and 4s from the roof to, like, do the thing to me? No,
Right.
thank you.
And it's a tempo hit. Good tempo hits from.
Yeah. So
Peter.
we enter with the 3 and probably hit with the 5. Hitting is good.
Three, 5.
3-5. This hits and covers.
Yeah. And he is ahead in the race.
Some people don't love covering the 1 point, but it's very necessary when there's a blot there because
Right.
your opponent can roll aces, and then that wouldn't be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think generally I anchor, but at the score I make the 7.
No. At the
Oh, this
score, you make
plays
the
well.
anchor.
Huh?
Because you care about the gammons.
Do I?
Of course. It's a 5.
Well, show me the play.
4 away. Yeah.
Look at this. Okay, good. Oh, wait, what? Oh, he's 4 away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You thought it's
Yeah, so you don't want to
5
lose
away.
the extra point at the score is what you're saying,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want him getting to 2 away because then he only needs to win 1 more game, right?
Right.
So you'd rather not get gammon, have him be 3 away. That way he has to win 2 more games,
2 more
right?
games. Right.
Makes a lot of sense, Hussein.
Yeah, so I
And
think
that's why
you
I heard
misread
Marc
the
talking about
points.
you giving lessons as well, yeah?
No. Yeah, sure. I do, but in front of you, no. I'm not
Oh,
recommending.
you're kidding me, huh? So this is great. It's nice to see all of my friends getting really good at backgammon, you know?
Yeah, you're like with the one
Great
of the
shot.
people with the most
4-3. I
students.
think we're just gonna play 13-6.
I think so. Although it looks ugly.
Yeah, I guess it's close going to the 13, but maybe that goes back to what you were saying about not wanting to lose a gammon.
Mhm.
Whereas 13-6 just wins more games in my eyes, yeah? But I
Right.
guess not losing a gammon is more important than that here, yeah?
Right. 2-1 wouldn't
So you made a very
matter
good
too
point there,
much.
and we can see like them following the law of the land here of Mochy just now, you know, trying not to lose a G
Right.
by leaving silly shots for no reason. Even though this roll doesn't help.
Yeah.
And now white has a
You're
good
gonna
2
keep it.
here, which of course they immediately roll.
Mhm.
And you should come off of your anchor and go from 18 to 16 with the other 2. Yeah, this is good. You don't want to get stuck there.
7% was the second play.
5-3.
5-3.
So 3 and then 5 down. What's this? 5-1 just comes out.
Doesn't make yeah. Is close.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think coming out wins more games. As we've seen, my brain just finds the DMP play automatically. But I guess if Mochy is trying to play gammon save, that means Peter should be playing gammon go, right?
Right.
And that means making the 5-point, right?
There's still some.
Whereas this
Okay.
is clearly going to be the play that wins the most. You don't really want to get stuck back there. And you'd probably rather not get hit with a 6 either.
Right. 2-6.
But getting hit with the
Stays
6
there.
isn't always the worst thing in the world, because if you hit back, those are the gammons, right?
Correct. And the 6-1. Probably. Oh, this 6-1. What would you play?
I mean, up 43 pips. I mean, I can see that I can make the 9 if I wanted to, but I would probably just go to
Make
the 8-point. Wait, what was this?
The,
Play the 1?
yeah, but this was yeah. He couldn't make the
Why didn't
9.
you just play 13 to 8? Oh, he has
it
an
was
extra 8s
yeah.
to play. I see. Yeah,
The
okay. I
correct
thought he
play
could land
was
on the 8-point, which
yeah,
he can't.
slotting. I was even thinking about the hitting
No, I wasn't
play.
thinking about going to the 1 either. I mean, this does hurt your long-term prospects of
Wow, double
wow.
5s. This is huge, huh? No, he's still behind by
He's down 14 pips after the roll, right? So he can't go anywhere.
Okay. Right, right. And Peter doesn't have a flexible position. Not too much.
No, he does not.
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in today. If everyone is liking the video, please feel free to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel here. Mochy has been live streaming with the help of Hussein all of these matches, which is like crazy. I mean, being able to watch Mochy's matches all throughout a tournament is wild. Double 5s.
Wow.
This is good for more games, of course.
Yep.
You know,
and
being able to bring this position around, get to watch Mochy some more.
Yeah.
Although Mochy would have loved to have ended it now, it just doesn't seem likely. I would probably just go to the 2-point because double 6s leaves a shot. And I don't like leaving shots. You don't have to try hard to find stupid numbers in this game. Like, stupid numbers appear. So, like, if you just leave more stupid numbers, they will happen more frequently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
Wow.
I think for money, you would just run off the anchor, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But at the score, right? Maybe you just stay. But here, I would use my old catchphrase where I only break my board in karate class, and I would just run off of the 13.
Right.
Because unless he rolls like a specific 4-1, oh my god!
You just said it. You said it. You called it out.
Whoops.
Whoops. But it
Whoops has
was
been called.
just 1% more gammons, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance here for a G for sure. I mean, it's not high, but there is another guy in the outside. 2-1, just rip both, rip both.
Wow.
If the gammon is that important to you at the score, you should just rip both, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Double twos and just clear this and take off. 3-2, I would just run all the way.
Five, 3, 4, 3.
3 and then 4. Okay, the gammon looks pretty safe to me. Someone is saying maybe I sound delayed.
Maybe 2 seconds. Not more.
Oh, okay. 2 seconds isn't that bad. Might feel like an eternity
not
online.
more. Definitely not more.
Okay.
Because I can see it here. And it's 2 seconds. 1 to 2 seconds. The reaction when I see the dice like instantly doing my reaction and you are just realizing it after 1 second makes them maybe feel like you are watching it with a delay. But it's
okay,
not.
so I just started nodding my head. I can see the delay on the video compared to me hearing your voice. I hear your voice and your picture's timed perfectly.
Yeah.
And yes, I can see that I am slow by like a second, maybe
yeah,
a second and
exactly. That's the only delay that this video
But that's
has.
the best we can do out here.
Yeah. If you know, guys, we have like 3 calls. One of them is making the
Double.
XG.
And 3 away, take. And 3-1 makes the 5. Great shot. Mochy needs like double 6s, 6-3, double 3s, 5-4. That doesn't hit. It's the wrong 9.
3s.
Double 3s. Great shot. And make the 3-point. Oh, maybe not. We could.
Maybe yes, because on the next roll you can.
8, but I would probably make the 3.
Let's see the difference. Yeah, that was the only play actually. So double 5s.
Just because those guys on the outfield could be used really well to maybe make the 7 next roll or something, and then keep them hemmed in for the rest of the game. I mean.
Right, and look at. Yeah, 1.5 minutes for Peter, and the same for Mochy. What was the roll? 3, 2, 6?
Fortuitous. So the 2 goes to the 7, and the 4 goes over his head to the deuce point. Whoa, what is this? Making the 5. Okay, maybe. But I would, no, I don't like this. I would probably slot the deuce. Just because keeping the spare checker on the 7 means you might be able to natural. Oh, it's just making it. Oh, Mochy the monster. I love it.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. He didn't make it.
I hate it when Mochy makes my plays. This is never a good sign for Mochy, by the way, if he's making my plays over his own, you know?
Wow, look at this
4
one.
hits. What a shot. But
yeah.
Like, boy, are there some returns here, yeah?
Right.
2s and 4s and 5s, but everything else loses.
Aces, the
ones.
best.
Oh my gosh, the double hitter. This could be the last game. Mochy could lose a gammon here. That would be sick. Mochy wants an ace more than anything in life. There is no ace. 5-3.
5-3.
Backgammon is a sick game. I would slot the 7, I think. With the 3, and then I guess my 5 just comes down to the what? Yeah, this is okay. I would probably play the 5 down, but this is the best play. This is good.
Because he can attack on he can attack on the ace as well.
Yes, exactly. That's why I wanted to be on the 7.
2-1.
2-1. Mochy needs an ace to stay in this game. Double 2s. Double 3's the wrong one. That was yesterday's roll. 5-2. Oh, man.
Aces. Or the deuce.
Mochy needs an ace. Oh, the deuce. 6-1, 5-1 would be great shots. 3-1 hits on the deuce. It makes the 1. Fantastic way to play that. Mochy needs double 5s. He'll settle for any 5. Nope. 4-3. 3 makes it. Oh my gosh. Ah, this is good for double 5s. It makes the 2 point, which would be one of his worst rolls. Double 5s then makes the 2. 3 steps up. Okay. Double 1s. That point's not open though.
2-1.
Yeah, I like one of these better. I would try to find a way for like double 4s to hit loose on the deuce or something. Just kind of looking out for all of my worst rolls. Try to find a way to make double 6 work and all these other things. 2-6. Mochy wants to not be hit here with a 5. This doesn't hit. This is good for him. Mochy needs another deuce to stay in this game.
You need the deuce, Mochy,
to attempt
like
to
now.
At least. Deuce! No. 3-2 hits.
Last chance.
Mochy needs double 2s now. He'll settle for a single 2. Deuce! Deuce!
Oh.
No! Does he cover? He does cover, and that, our dear friends, looks like the end of this one. Oh, he was doing so good.
He was doing perfect. There's no shots at this position. Neither this one.
He needs to roll something awkward, but he's just going to start clearing from the rear. He's not, you know, like... Basically, if he doesn't leave a shot, he's going to win a gammon, so he's just going to start clearing. Double 6s? No.
No.
Like, only just for the hope of saving the gammon, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there another match after this, or is this it
for
Mochy?
This is it for Mochy. This is the fighter's bracket.
So Mochy really needs this.
Right. 6-5 doesn't help.
Yeah, there's no way without getting a shot. And the shot looks rare. Mochy needs to fan here. You would think he might want to enter, but this is the one time he wants to fan. 6-5. He wants to fan again.
Again.
Don't
Can he
enter.
do it?
Don't enter.
Cocked.
No.
As cocked.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This is cocked as well. Roll again.
No. Oh, that's it. That's it, guys.
And that is the end of that one. Mochy needs to roll 8 dice right now in order to try to get off of this, but he only has 2. Ah, man, that's... Well, what are you going to do?
Sick game.
Well, that was fun, Hussein.
Yeah.
For us, at least.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Here, Mochy,
yeah.
I'm sure, but what are you going to do?
Thank you.
So I mean, when he wins that game and he gets to 1 away, Crawford 4 away, he only has, he's got 81% to win the match, but 81 is not 100, is it?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So he wins that one game, he turns the cube, 1 away, 3 away is like 25% then for the other guy, and then he picks it up in one game.
Yeah. Mochi just lost and he thanks me on WhatsApp. Bro, you just
Well,
lost.
that's good. I mean, you did good
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
I appreciated watching your stream. You got like the professional setup there with the
Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much. But yeah, I'm trying my best.
I got a white wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So yeah, I'm getting better at it. I like this
Yeah.
stuff. And yeah, we're gonna do the Akiko Ape match. I'm gonna do all the
that one they played with a clock.
Uh-huh.
They played with a clock, but it wasn't fast. The time was just there, so they knew when the other person should roll. So there was no speed involved. So it's much slower. The transcription is actually very easy on that one.
Okay, so send me the file, and I'm gonna get it ready completely, and you just do the commentary on it.
Okay.
It's gonna be super easy. You just enjoy it yourself. So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys, and check out Justin's YouTube channel in the description. And yeah, see you in the next one. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna live stream the final match with Mochy himself. Let's see.
Oh yeah, do commentary with Mochy, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could hop on as well.
I mean, I would rather listen to Mochy than me, so I mean, I would prefer to watch that one, buddy. Maybe I'll learn something.
What should I say then?
I don't know. Whatever you said here.
To listen to
ask
you
questions. You can ask questions and stuff like that, and have Mochy answer them. That's all I do when I do stuff with Mochy. I just ask questions,
and
then get him to answer it. This is good.
Yeah,
This is good. Sure. Well, I had a great time here. Thanks for inviting me on. I'm glad we were able to get it to work this time, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Justin, and thanks, guys, for tuning in. And see you in the next one.
Sounds good. All right, later.
Later. Thank you. Justin?